Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Darklegend X1, and this is TMFIA's review of Avengers: Age of Ultron. I'm here with.
Johnny Boy, hello.
All right, let's get this started.
So the film started out with an action sequence. They were in some snowy area in some different country besides the United States. I think over in Europe, like some Yugoslavia country. While Chris is watching X-Men. Uh, this scene pretty much just kind of was a show off for everyone's strengths and abilities of their superhero and whatnot, and kind of set up for the main area. And they showed off two experiments. Was Quicksilver and his sister, which I do not remember, which she could do stuff with her mind and everything. She is pretty much acid as a human. She puts people on acid and whatnot. And pretty much they messed up the team and whatnot. And they said that the Hulk pretty much is the backup of the team. And then they showed in the basement in the entire base you see Ultron. But this movie I thought was pretty good. It definitely showed off like the development off the prior 6 movies. That's pretty much the premise of it. Like you could definitely see how much like they built up and the character development kind of really showed off here, and how the characters interacted with each other. Like the one scene with the hammer,
Yeah.
like everyone trying to lift it up and everything. I thought that was really good. But they had a couple of new characters introduced and whatnot, like Vision, who was Jarvis, I guess, or not Jarvis, but not Ultron. Um, Quicksilver, which spoilers. Actually, no, I'm not gonna say it, but and his sister, I don't remember her name. I think it starts with an R, but fuck it. And then they kind of led up to the one Don Cheadle and the one black guy from Winter Soldier and everything being a part of the Avengers as well, kind of thing at the end of that movie. And Hulk went off rogue and whatever, and everyone's sad because of that. Do you want to say something about it?
Tubes. Okay. Yeah, I thought the movie was good. I kind of thought it was cool how they kind of tied the movies together with Guardians of the Galaxy and the what were they called? The Infinity Stones.
Yeah, that's what they're
Yeah.
building up to. The next like Avengers movie, I think it's called the Infinity Wars.
Yeah, I'm hoping that the next movie they make with the Infinity Stones is going to be like a crossover with Guardians of the Galaxy and the Avengers. Um, just because I could see that leading up to it.
Yeah,
Ultron,
him as a villain, I like
him,
him.
the villain guy, he was a good villain. Like he wasn't one of those default kind of sucky ones. Um, he was he was actually kind of frightening because he was so fucking big compared to everybody. He was this big robot with fucking red eyes.
Yeah, I definitely like the part how he didn't like try to. He still tried to show people like he tried to still show that one guy in Africa like respect as another like villain as a businessman until like the temper went off kind of thing, and he like fucking tore off his arm.
Yeah.
But I still like that how he still showed somewhat some humanity and whatnot, and I thought
Mm.
that was just definitely interesting. And the did a little. I like how they kind of threw back to Tony Stark's dad. I can't remember his name, and how about the creating Steve Rogers or Captain America's shield, and how there was no metal left on the planet except that one villain actually still had some. I liked how they kind of threw back to that. But I was kind of disappointed with Quicksilver's character. I just really didn't like the fucking actor who was played by him. He was very irritating.
Yeah.
And I like how they gave Jeremy Renner's character just out of nowhere, just a family, like just fucking out
Right?
of the blue. He's a family man and he likes to work on stuff. 15 minutes of fame. Like I've seen some movies and it seemed like they're gonna kill this fucker off right about now. Like they're giving him the 15 minutes. If this was television, he'd be fucking dead. If this was a Walking Dead episode, he'd be dead at the end of the episode.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just thought that was so fucking random. He's like, yeah, and he has 3 fucking kids. And then, like, Samuel L. Jackson pops up out of nowhere and is like, yo, I'm here too. Like,
Where the
what?
fuck did he come from? Was he like hiding in the fucking attic?
He was like, I also live here. My 3 kids are up here right now.
Hey, so kind of sucks that you decided to come home so early. Your wife and I were
Yeah, we were on a project.
we were working on the tractor together.
Yeah. Just greasing up the tractor, greasing up some pipes, you know. It's just so
Greasing up
fucking
some
random.
tubes.
Yeah. And I like how they kind of developed Black Widow's character a little bit about her origins of how like they talk about her being sterile and whatnot.
That ass.
Like a harsh,
Jesus Christ.
character background she had.
Yeah, she's definitely got some character background.
Oh, stop.
Oh!
What else?
I kind of like how the good Ultron, they kind of made him look like Superman.
Vision?
Ultron.
What do you mean?
The good Ultron.
Who's like the one body that was made for him?
The good Ultron. The good one. The perfect one. The one with the Infinity Stone in his forehead.
Oh yeah, that's Vision. His name is Vision.
Yeah, Vision.
Yeah.
I like how they made him like made him look like Superman, kind of.
Yeah, it looks like they just kind of like slapped up a whole bunch of shit and like, yep, he's perfect. Like fucking made out of The Sims or something.
It was kind of cool though, cause they fused him together with like Thor's DNA, so he could actually lift the hammer.
Yeah, I didn't know that they did that actually.
I did not either.
Yeah, that seemed pretty fucking awesome. How he got like the best of everyone's, like all their strength down to their weaknesses, kind of thing. Like he's the fucking ultimate superhero.
Yeah.
But I guess it's like they said something about him like not having morals like a robot, but actually having them. Like he's Ultron pretty much, but with morals, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess okay, sure. That doesn't make a lot of sense, but okay. And then, I could tell, like, when they were just kind of into 5-second character development of that Asian bitch, I'm like, yep, something's happening with this fucking cunt. Like, something's gonna happen, she's gonna be the bitch, or whatever.
Yeah.
And then, they can kind of see, like, the mad scientist thing of Tony Stark, of how he wanted to do the Ultron project thing, of how he wanted, like, the perfect thing for mankind, peace for mankind thing, showing how much of a reckless kind of guy he is, still. And showed off a lot of character and like intention and everything like that, which is I think it's gonna put something towards Captain America: Civil War. Maybe I have no idea actually.
I think Black Widow and Hulk would have some beautiful babies.
Do you think they'd turn like half Hulk?
Yes.
Huh.
They'd
I'm trying to
turn
think of it
half
right now.
sexy redhead, half green fucking monster with purple pants. Where the fuck do you get purple pants? It's not okay.
Oh, well, if he's fucking fighting Ultron and shit like that, why doesn't he get another one of those fucking suits? Like, come on.
I don't know.
I fucking love how they're just in Africa and he's like going apeshit on everybody and they're like, there's not a warrant out for your arrest, but I think you're good. Like, what the fuck? Like,
I think you're good. You just destroyed half of fucking South Africa.
They did the thing in the last Avengers at the end of that movie where they fucking destroyed like the entire city with like that one alien invasion caused by Loki. And like, well, it happened again, like fucking A.
Whoops.
Like,
Shit.
daisies, like the UN's not like, yeah, these fucking Avengers are gonna lead to ultimately to everyone's fucking death. Like, goddamn.
Well, because people are always doing something to kill the Avengers, and people know that if they like start destroying Earth, then the Avengers need to start focusing on Earth, and that'll give them time to destroy the Avengers. So it's like, well, then we just need to get rid of the Avengers. It's
Yeah.
like, get out.
When they have stuff like that, it just kind of
Go to Australia.
How much perspective, like, well, there's fucking Thanos out in the middle of like goddamn space, along with like Thor's like 8 other fucking realms besides Earth that he has. Like, God, like how big is this fucking universe? Because they're still
Pretty
waiting to
fucking
add
big.
Black Panther, still waiting to add fucking Ant-Man, still waiting to add the new Spider-Man, and
Watch
Captain
them
Marvel.
at the end of 2016. I'm gonna have one big fucking
I think
uh,
the entire like cinematic
grouping.
Marvel universe is gonna be done by in 2020.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Oh god, I think there's like 4 phases or something. There's a lot, but are we gonna go see Ant-Man?
We are.
Okay, it looks interesting, but like the way they're going about it, it's like, yeah, Ant-Man. It's a dumb name, but it's like a parody of a superhero. Like that's fine. But I'd
It looks kind of
say,
cheesy.
yeah, it does look kind of cheesy, but like it's kind of a Marvel movie, so it's somehow you have to expect
Yeah.
it to be good to some degree.
Well,
I liked the movie. The action scenes were pretty good. At the end of the movie, it showed up a little bit of stress, like come on, like I hope everybody lives, kind of thing.
yeah.
Yeah, but the ending was fine and whatnot. I liked it.
I'm not gonna spoil.
Yeah, better not spoil. But I think that wraps up for Age of Ultron.
Sounds good.
All right, thank you guys for watching one of the very first TMFIA reviews, and catch you guys later. Bye.
Bye.